I want to be very clear from the start. If you're here because you want that one coin that will make you rich in 2026, you are already thinking like a gambler, and gamblers don't survive long-term in crypto. But if you want to understand where money is likely to flow next, why this cycle is different, and the coins that are positioned to benefit the most, then this video is for you. Because 2026 won't reward hype, it will reward positioning. These 5 coins are the coins I'm going to talk about soon. As I'm recording this video, the market is not exciting. Bitcoin is not flying, altcoins are not doing much. A lot of people are bored and confused. That is normal. However, if you follow me on X, I have already talked about this. Bitcoin has a high potential of dropping to the $70,000 zone before we see a rally to say 140,000. And in this zone, a lot of people will panic and lose interest. But it's also where and when smart positioning starts to happen. You don't prepare for the future when everybody is screaming to the moon. You're prepared when things are quiet. Now, let me explain why we could see a super cycle in 2026. There are 3 things to look at. 1 is the type of players in the market now. 2 is regulation. And 3 is macroeconomics. Let's start with the type of players. Before now, the market was mostly retail traders. That is you and I. And this created what we call the 4-year cycle. Let me explain this simply. Every 4 years, Bitcoin goes through what we call halving. That simply means miners receives half the reward they used to get. So less Bitcoin enters the market, meaning potential for price to go higher since supply has reduced. In the past, when this happened, price usually don't move immediately. It will move slowly at first, then people will notice, then excitement will build, then everybody will rush in at the same time, then price will go crazy. Then people will start buying any crypto they see, and you will see a lot of crypto doing 100x and more. And after all the excitement, the market would crash. We saw this in 2013, 2017, and 2021, and that is the 4-year cycle. But this time is different because the type of people in the market has changed. It is not just you and I anymore. We now have big institutions involved because of the Bitcoin ETF. The ETF is not fast money. It is slow money, patient money. Institutions don't rush in and rush out. They build position over time. For regulation, which is number 2, it used to be chaotic. So we have China banned today, unbanned tomorrow, and rumors of China banned and unbanned. It was chaotic. We also have US uncertainties. Even Nigeria, we had restriction from bank participation. So we had a lot of fear. Now, we are seeing more structure and clearer rules. I would say thanks to Trump. But this doesn't pump price overnight, but it makes it easier for big money to participate. Now, the third one, which is really important, is macroeconomics. Let me explain this part simplified, so pay attention. When interest rates are high, people are happy to keep their money in the bank or in treasury bills. When interest rates start coming down, money starts looking for better returns. It usually moves like this. So have money moving to cash, then stock, and even higher risk asset like crypto. Now in 2025, we saw a number of interest rate cuts, and there is projection that we'll see even more in 2026. That is if inflation behaves. Maybe one day I'll make a video to really explain this in detail. Just know this. Seeing a number of rate cuts and the potential to even have more in 2026 doesn't mean crypto will automatically pump. Crypto will pump, but not automatically. What this actually do is that it creates an environment where money can flow into crypto again. And like I said again, I see that $70,000 as a sweet zone for Bitcoin to pump from. So the smart question is not which coin will pump, But the smart question is, which coins are best positioned to receive money first if money flows back into crypto? And that is what we're going to talk about now. Know that each coin on this list fits at least one of these ideas. That is, big money adoption, real use case, infrastructure, and long-term narrative. And the first coin on my list is Bitcoin. Bitcoin is the foundation of the entire market. When serious money enters crypto, Bitcoin is always the first stop. ETF has already made it easier for institutions to buy Bitcoin. And institutions don't buy, they allocate. Bitcoin can easily go back to or even above $140,000 when macroeconomic factors are met. So you might be saying that it's just 2x, but it's better to buy into a 2x project or coin than buy into a 1000x coin that will just go to zero. The next is Ethereum, which is number 2. Now, quite frankly, Ethereum has had a disappointing performance so far when compared to Bitcoin. It's barely grazed its all-time high when Bitcoin doubled its last all-time high. But Ethereum is where most things still happen. DeFi, stablecoin, tokenization. So even when it underperformed, it is still relevant. If crypto grows in 2026, Ethereum could grow, and probably maybe we'll see it hit that $10,000 I've been waiting for it to hit. The next one is, she gets this one, Solana. Solana, I tell you, was my strongest conviction and peak life cycle. I bought it at $19 and it was great. And mind you, when I bought it, I actually made a video telling you guys about it. My regret is that I didn't buy as much as I should have. So Solana is about speed and user experience. People love it. The dev loves it. Transaction fees are cheap, and that is why Solana matters. Another one is Ondo. Ondo focuses on bringing traditional assets on chain. So treasury bills, let's bring it on chain. Stocks, funds, all these traditional assets can be brought on chain using Ondo. This is how institutions experiment with crypto without taking crazy risk. Now, Ondo might be a higher risk asset than Bitcoin and Ethereum, but it also have higher upside if this narrative grows. Now, I said 5, right? But let me give you other ones that I want to put in the same category. I have BNB, that has been named massively well, Link, Sui, XRP, ADA, and Hyperliquid. So these are the coins I think it's good to keep an eye on for 2026. Now, if you want a list of coin that has the potential for 1000x, then watch this next video.